Yo. Check. Microphone check. What's going on? Yo, this is a fast food podcast. Episode 16.
16. R. Kelly age thing.
Yes.
It's a real shit. It's a real one today, man. Blessings, people. This is a fast food podcast, episode 16. I have my illustrious and favourable members here today with me. One they call Drizzy Freckles, the other one they call Trimmer, the Don Dada.
Jeez.
I want to shout out Dean in the building. Dean's representing today.
Yes.
Dean.
I forgot to shout out Show in the last episode. I didn't mean it.
That means
I know that Phil show.
again.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. Shout out to Show. Wherever you're there, blessings to you.
Shout out to Ines in the house.
Yeah, bigging up NES in the building. Come to represent.
Yeah, man.
All black salute to you.
My G.
It's a real one today, man.
Yeah.
It's a real one. I kind of want to get straight into it because it's really fresh.
Yeah.
And I've been talking to a lot of people, family members, brothers, and obviously we always talk in the group chats.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's crazy because you're like, do you know what? It's weird when you're building up to doing a podcast. You're looking for topics. Topics get thrown at you, and you're like, okay, cool. This is where we're gonna move to. This was not what I expected. This is not what I expected to.
Well, we was gonna talk. I think we was gonna kick off originally. The hot topic at the time was the whole Cardi thing.
It was Cardi B, yeah.
And we was joking about it, but
saying
it's like Cardi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Cardi
Say that
B.
again? Cardi.
Cardi B, man.
I can hear you.
It's an accent thing, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Trying to sound sexy.
But it wasn't really what it was.
Nah.
It was so unexpected. But anyway, before we keep it moving, I want to shout out to all the subscribers, everybody that's
All the
locked in.
foodies.
All the foodies locked in, all the subscribers on YouTube. Blessings to you. Blessings to all the Spotify listeners, iTunes listeners,
Yep.
all the people that listen to the Fast Food Podcast on SoundCloud. Just everybody on our Instagram that interact with the posts.
Yeah.
Salute to you. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man.
What can you say?
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
Trust me, that is the maddest.
This situation came out of the blue. Obviously, was it Monday?
Sunday night. Well,
Sun-
Sunday evening US time, Monday our time. Monday
Yeah. So I woke up Monday, as you do, go through your Instagram, go through your Twitter, and I'm seeing Nipsey Hussle's been shot. So you know automatically when you see something like that, you're just like, okay, he's been shot. Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Some altercation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it just got from bad to worse, bro.
Yeah.
In hours, in a matter of hours,
2-3 hours. It was.
I got to work
It got real.
and he was dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Before he got to the hospital, he was pronounced dead.
Before he got to the hospital, he
But you
pronounced
see, that's
dead.
the thing with Twitter. Like sometimes, depending on what type of news it is, you have to give it a little leeway time-wise to catch up to real time. Because like, as G said, when it first announced, it's like Nipsey's got shot. So as you said, you're like, shit, man. But he's just got shot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's just see how bad it is. But he just got shot. But then obviously, when the details start to come out from reliable sources, it's like, oh, Nipsey Hussle fatally shot. And when that F was put in front of shot, it's like, shit.
Yeah. It's so tragic, and it's a thing where I was just listening to his album the week before. Even Teeks, shout out to Teeks. Teeks sent me a video.
Teeks.
Sent me a video. He's like, bruv, check this. One of Nipsey's videos. I was like, this guy's a Donny. We were just like, you know how you do, just chatting away and like, yeah, man, Nipsey. I've been a Nipsey fan from way back I remember when he put out that was it a mixtape or an album, and he sold it for like $100.
Was it
$100?
Was it Mailbox Money? Is that right? Yeah. But I can't remember the name of the album.
He put out an album, and people paid $100 for that shit.
Like Hove bought like 10 or some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Crazy. Yeah.
And he was just such a marketable and business-minded individual, and just
He cottoned on to the thing. He knew the business.
he knew it. Do you know what I mean?
Masters from what day?
From day one, and he just was clued up on the thing. So I've just been a fan, and obviously like it's LA. I love LA. The Dre's, the Kendricks, the Blub, the Snoops, the whatnot, and what.
Yeah.
And like it was just so unbelievable. And the thing about it is like, people die every day. We know that. And people's family, they lose somebody all the time, and they're mourning, and we're not necessarily privy to that because we just don't know, or impacted, Trim. And the last time I felt this type of way really was when Prodigy died.
Yeah.
That was the last time I was just like, oh, fucking hell, no. This is like, do you know what I mean? Because a celebrity dies, or an actor dies, or someone dies, you go, oh yeah, that's too bad, and you represent and you shout them out and whatnot. But then you move on because you don't know them, but you empathise in the sense that we're all humans, and do you know what I mean? Life is precious. But Nipsey, like, bro, as soon as I found out he died, bruv, I just changed all my flipping profiles to his face. I just put his face there, man. I put his face on my Instagram. I put his face on my Facebook. I put his face on my Twitter, because it's not about a passing thing. It's not about, today, Nipsey Hussle, throw it up for him, pour out some drink and all talk about his achievements, and then tomorrow we're keeping it moving. I want to see his face every day and pay homage to him, man.
But you see, the difference between the reason why we like resonate with these guys different to like celebrities, like, you know, like say an actor, for example, you're seeing an actor's work, but he's portraying someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's getting paid to portray someone else. Like if Uncle Denzel was to pass away, God forbid, then like he's one I'd probably be like, it would hurt a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's Uncle Denzel, Uncle Samuel Jackson. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, what I think people don't understand is like, or recognize, is that when it comes to like these rappers, like it's like looking in the mirror. They look exactly like us.
Yeah.
It's just that they hustle differently. Their surroundings were different to ours, and they've got the fame and whatever from their bars or whatever. But they rap about things that there's something a rapper raps about that will resonate with you. And especially on like their debut albums, a rapper will always give you so much of themselves that you'd be like, rah, I feel like I know this brother, but I don't know him personally, but I know him like through the music. And
I hear what you're saying, but you see when you say Denzel and them, man, if Denzel dies tomorrow, that's a tragedy to me as well.
Right.
But what I will say is, because Nipsey is somebody who's been around for a while now.
True.
He's not a new artist. And we've kind of grown with him.
Right.
So in that situation where now he's passed away because he's been shot, it's almost like it was unbelievable. Like that.
He's 33,
I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure it out now. So he's been shot. It's the Instagram, Twitter, everybody. It's all going off. All the Diddy who's worked with him, people of that nature are actually, you know, putting up footage of him and them working together, and certain. You're starting to look online, and people are mourning his death because of what he's done. Do you know what I mean? And he was a very community-driven individual, which I feel like was a little bit of a detriment to him in that sense, where, you know,
if he had just kept it moving with the music, he would have been under the radar.
You know what happens, Trim? When someone dies, you kind of start to go,
hindsight.
Why was he there? Why was he? Why did he have knowingly
after beef, conspiracy that this could be dead, or your life's in danger?
Gee, the problem is he was so community driven. Like his goal was to have like his version of Westfields.
Yeah.
That was his goal. He had the store there.
Yeah.
He had the marathon
And he was
store,
just gonna build around
and
it.
he wanted to just build and build and build, and have a barber shop, a nail shop, a this, a that. Just build that in the community. So all the money that we give to other companies would stay in the hood. That was his thing.
Right.
But
Who wants that?
sometimes, bro, you have to work from afar and have the next man look after that for you. But then again, that's how he was. He wanted to be there hands-on
In the forefront.
and do you know what I mean? So he was doing good and he ended up in the bad.
Absolutely unbelievable.
So I was in a place where I was like, okay, cool. Who shot him? The conspiracies, as you said, Trim, started to come out.
Yeah.
And
And
I was
they will.
on a
They will
tuck I was
continue.
in a tuck shop group chat.
Right.
And we're all talking about it. And I was like, obviously this Dr. Sebi.
Yep.
This Dr. Sebi situation came up where obviously Dr. Sebi is
Go on.
a gentleman who claimed that he could cure AIDS and cancer.
So
Syphilis
he
and
said,
all them
and
things
put a
there.
claim
Syphilis.
forward.
Yeah.
And put a claim forward to the courts.
Yeah.
That is what he evidenced what he had found, and it's for some reason they weren't happy with whatever he did a documentary on it. He had all the findings, and he was supposedly, you know, when he passed away, even though he was such a fit man, you know, because
Died of pneumonia.
died of pneumonia unsuspectedly.
Died of pneumonia. That's what they said he died of. He even went as far as to bring patients in to court and present them to them to
After
say
having
these people had this
AIDS.
this deadly disease, and I cured them of it. So whoever, if you don't know about Dr. Sebi, is his stuff is online.
it's
you could
there,
you can
researchable.
Google him, you can research. You can see what his philosophies were. It's deep, man. It's deep about the immune system, how our immune system is.
Yeah.
And when I was listening to some of Dr. Sebi's stuff, because of behind this Nipsey thing and the conspiracies, I just wanted to do some research on Dr. Sebi. And he was just saying basically a lot of the time what we consume and what we've put in our body is the reasons why, you know, we have these diseases. And the fact that back in the day or hundreds of thousands of years ago, because our immune systems are stronger, these diseases wouldn't even touch us.
Yeah, but that's because of the foods that we're eating now, the processed foods that we eat in such high volumes are what create those things within our body.
Antibodies, is that what you call them? Is that
No, antibodies
antibodies?
fight against
Antibodies fight against
like bacteria and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that,
So these diseases that our bodies create, our immune systems should be strong enough to fight them.
against. Yes, that's true.
And he found a cure for that.
Yeah, keeping himself in the alkaline state.
And it's really interesting. And obviously Nipsey was about to put a documentary out based on basing
as well.
him, Dr. Sebi. So a lot of people were saying, well, it's because of him it's because of this situation why the government's taken out Nipsey. And I was like, slow down a little bit, because, okay, cool, we can make these assumptions, but the fact of the matter is that someone's died. And his family are mourning, and all these things that happen, it's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna happen anyway. But
the age of-
let's not jump to conclusions, and you know what happens with time? Time always,
I said that.
you know,
The truth shall set you
in time things start to
Coming to
develop.
the light. Yeah, the darkness will come into the light.
And you didn't really hear too much from the family. I mean, shout out to Laura London, who was his fiance.
The sister said something. I put something on the.
What did she
fast
say?
food. I didn't check into it, but I am going to look over it. There was an article that I put on the fast food WhatsApp about it. So it is, her name is, I think, Sharon Smith is the sister. And she put something out on XXL about it. So It definitely needs to be looked into because that's his sister.
Yeah, of course.
I'm still not in the know of what has actually happened, but I am not going to rule anything out.
No.
That's fair.
You can't. You just
You
can't.
can't- you
Because
can't.
of, if it was just a normal rapper, fair enough, it could have been anything. But because of
The way he was moving.
the way he was moving,
Yeah.
and like it could be said that maybe he was taken out because of tracks that he did like "Fuck Trump" and stuff like. A lot of people go at Trump and stuff like
But
that.
people made
all
some
day. I've been on him, but I'm saying that there's things that he shook it up a little bit. He was definitely a one that didn't give a fuck about how he expressed himself. He was just gonna be real about it. And
You know what the mad thing is? The one time I thought Nipsey might have got himself into a little bit of a altercation was,
Situation.
do you remember that footage of him at the BET Awards?
Yeah.
Where he was like trying to park up or something and someone like disrespect him and he gave him like a slap or something.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, Nips, man. Because the thing is, like, if you check Nipsey's career, like, I only, funny enough, came across Nipsey because I was like, right, is that Snoop's son? Because man looks like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Do you know
yeah,
what I
he
mean?
comes across
That's-
and it's a very similar style.
Same build,
His voice
same
is
kind of uniform with the chucks and all. So I was like, is that Snoop's son? Because this guy raps hard, yeah. And then Hustle in the House was the one that I first was like, this tune's hard.
Rolling 60s, right? Rolling 60s.
Yeah.
That's the ends, isn't it? That's what the ends is from. Rolling 60s.
And like, cool. And then it's just like, but this Nipsey guy's like, he came from the bottom, he's worked his way up, but then he's been making these moves, man. Like you always
Power
see him,
moves, not just moves. You can't even
power, right?
Yeah,
like you
real.
always see him and Hove was always next to each other all the time, and you can
Hov
tell
don't do people like that.
Hove doesn't. You gotta be unless your name's Beyonce or Tata or Emery Jones or whatever. You don't stand too close to Hove, innit? Or Nas. You got to be of a certain level to stand next to Hove because the company you keep is a reflection of yourself, right?
Yeah, but but Nipsey's always been like, again, he's been savvy.
Right.
He's a savvy businessman. So I'm not surprised why Hove would not have him for
In and around.
Yeah, someone like that, someone that mind with
yeah.
that mindset.
Yeah.
Hove is gonna have around. This man, he wants to build his community.
Right.
He's black ownership. He owns his own shit. He's probably got gems. He's probably been around Hove and got gems from Hove to build his career to where it is today. But anyway, time goes on. The hours are passing. Now we're seeing footage from TMZ of the shooting.
Crazy.
So we're seeing footage of a shooting
On the floor.
and a guy called Eric Holder, who apparently they all knew. They all were, he was known.
Yeah.
Him and Nipsey had an altercation. I wasn't sure where it was or what time it was,
They're
but
reporting in the shop, you know.
but it was an altercation, and Nipsey obviously Nipsey told this gentleman. When I say gentleman,
Come on.
Yeah.
Nipsey told this fucking rat
Yeah.
to leave the premises, keep it moving. This fucking rat, this guy came back and let off shots, 5 shots at Nipsey. And I think he shot some other people in them. I think there's innocent bystanders or
But it would have had to been a lot of shots then because it supposedly like 12 people got injured. So how much shots was he? Did he have a semi-automatic or what?
And he ran in, he shot Nipsey, ran away, because obviously probably he was being shot at, and then ran back and finished Nipsey off, and then did this whole thing where he's kicking him on the floor and all sorts of fucking madness. And this is on TMZ. Now, this Eric Holder...
You saw that footage?
I've seen that footage online. This Eric Holder then went and checked himself into a mental institution to either to get away or...
Of course, safety.
to get away from it, and was arrested. So now they have arrested this gentleman. I've been looking online and I've been seeing what other people have been saying, and friends of Nipsey kind of verified the situation and said, "Look, this guy," because I was like, Nipsey, man, where's your security?
Peeps
Where's
or
your
anything.
how you just like? You're a professional, man. How are you just out here like that?
Open.
Vulnerable. You know what I mean? And again, apparently, allegedly, he actually was just basically a friend of his was in jail for 20 years and just came out. And what he did was he was going down to his shop to get some bits and pieces for him, pick up some clothes or gear or whatever to bring to him to go, look, you know what I mean? Look, man, I'm going to set you up and help him out. And he got caught. He was basically, didn't call his security, didn't get anyone to roll with him, and went down there and then he left himself vulnerable.
Sounds kind of convenient.
Well, this is what allegedly happened.
Because he was actually, wasn't he outside speaking in front of cameras or something like that?
No.
Wasn't it something like that?
No, he was. So basically, he owns this
Marathon.
this precinct.
Store, yeah.
It's like a what do you call it? Industrial estate.
Like a mall.
Yeah.
You know what do you call them places where it's like a row of shops in a cul-de-sac or whatever? They call it something.
Yeah. Oh,
He owns the whole.
one of them.
He owns the whole thing.
like an industrial park or something.
Yeah, like it's
Like a retail park.
Yeah,
like a
that's it.
retail
That's
park.
it.
He owns. So basically, Nipsey is crazy because it was said that he used to sell his CDs in that same place,
Same spot.
and they ran him out. The owner of that place ran him out of it.
And then he bought
Years later, he's come back, bought it, and now he's the boss. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, and this situation's happened, and it's just fucking, it's really sad. It is really sad. Our own people, man. And the thing about it is, like, someone like himself is going back to his community, giving back, showing love, holding it down for his people, and it's his own people that
That's the motherfucking thanks he gets.
killed him.
Yeah, but and you're saying that the person that actually did this just come out of jail. Is that what you're saying?
No. The reason why he was
just want
there
clarity, yeah.
was because a friend of him was in jail
He did some bits.
and did 20 years, and Nipsey didn't call because again his security guard had come online. Everybody's starting to talk. So security guard just said why, like he put out a statement saying, Nipsey was his best friend, and he would replace his own life for Nipsey, and he wasn't there, and he feels really bad about not being there. So he's verifying the fact that, this is the situation that's happened, and a lot of people are talking about him basically being killed, and that's what I'm saying. And I go to the fact of, obviously these conspiracies happen, and we've got conspiracies mind. We all got conspiracy minds, but I just had a gut feeling, that Nipsey just got shot over a circumstance, and I don't understand why some of the guys, shout out to my cousin Mo, shout out to my cousin Wesley, couldn't wrap their head around the fact that he could have just been shot.
This is true. And it's possible.
This is LA.
But again, the way I see it is, with all of this and the news that comes through thick and fast, it's like we just have to wait. Because your theory could be correct, it could be valid.
Yeah.
Someone else's could be, we just don't know until, maybe further footage, maybe something else comes up into the pipelines. We just don't know. All we know is that, unfortunately, someone very special has passed away.
Didn't you show me, just before we started the podcast, you showed me a picture with the same guy, Eric Holder.
Yeah, shout out to Ricardo. He sent me a picture, and someone obviously memed it and said, sometimes your enemies aren't your strangers.
Yeah.
And it's basically a picture of Nipsey and his crew, and the guy who's reportedly the one who's shot him and killed him is in the picture chilling.
Yeah, but again, like, who's to say that that wasn't set up?
Yeah,
Like,
but
you have to do is have P and say, look, deal with my man, take it out, you're gonna get money, your family's gonna be good.
Yeah, but his family's not going to be good though, because now people are dying behind this.
It's gonna be real.
People are
real
dying.
messy.
Like people are dying behind this situation, and I'm sure right now in LA, people are dying.
Like, you couldn't have just run out the shop, run back in and punched up Nipsey and said, yo, give me what's in the till, I'm gonna come back and shoot.
No, but
like,
that's not.
you know
But
what
that's
I
what I'm
mean?
trying to say. But it's just what I'm saying. Like, it's not that. It's not. it ain't that complicated, bruv. Nipsey knows the guy. Because in my head, I'm like, why is Nipsey just so vulnerable? And the only reason why someone like him could even be in his presence is because he knows him.
Yeah.
Because he's around. Now, if Nipsey said something out of line to him and he felt some type of way, you know what I mean?
Snuff him or something, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Done.
Shoot a fair one, you know what I mean? Toe to toe, man. But
He knew he wasn't gonna have.
You've gone away, and you've come back and you've shot him. That's crazy, like that. And you're not gonna get away with that.
He's never gonna.
You're not gonna get away with that. So I don't know what mental state or what that thing is now. If this is the situation where this Eric Holder is the shooter, did kill him, and has been arrested, have they got capital punishment still in LA?
Corporal.
Do you still get? Do you still?
Oh, when you can get done with that injection or something.
Can you still get? Is that the
You can still
situation
get
out
that
there?
in the States.
Some states is still.
Especially them southern states. They some of them just got past like a couple months, like since Trump's been in, and I think just at the tail end of Obama's run, some of those laws were put in because it was like, yo, we want to deal with things like this.
Because I'm not. People could start. You got to pay for
but
that.
why are you saying this?
Because life for a life, as far as I'm concerned, life for a life. If this is the guy that did it, I want to see justice. I want to see this bread under the ground as well. Simple as that. Let them both duke it out in heaven or wherever they're going. But this ain't. It's hurt. This situation hurts me. It really does. Because
he's a heavy artist as well, not just an amazing person.
It's not. Yeah, it's just a tragedy in hip hop. It's a tragedy in culture. It's a tragedy for a black man in his position to lose his life in such a way at 33 years old.
What he's trying to do I wouldn't call him a kid, but he's young, man. 33 is young.
It's crazy because you see people like comparing him to Tupac. Like, he's this generation's Tupac. It's like, nah. Personally, I think you should say he's this generation's Nipsey Hussle.
Because
why does everybody compare him to Tupac?
He was the world's Nipsey Hussle.
He's this generation's Nipsey Hussle.
Not the reincarnated.
Nah, forget
Tupac
that, man. Because, Tupac did some fuckery to get himself that exposure.
Tupac is Tupac. Nipsey Hussle is Nipsey Hussle. I don't understand
Nipsey
that.
Hussle, man.
Jesse Smollett wants to be the gay Tupac. Everybody wants to be the... Bruv, just relax.
Be yourself, innit?
Just do you, man.
Nipsey Hussle's legacy is strong enough to be this
himself,
generation's
just alone.
Nipsey. Yeah, man. Don't disrespect him like that and try and, do you know what I mean? But it's you know what the other sad thing is, bro?
Yeah.
You're on the gram just checking out stuff. The Game put up a post about Nipsey, man.
Oh, man.
And it kind of stopped me from what I was doing. And I had to pause for a minute. I was like, shit, man. Because the Game was like...
Was him driving?
He was driving, yeah.
Nah, the one I saw was he had a picture of him and Nipsey, and then he wrote this long piece of words, man. And he was like, I remember Nipsey, I first met Nipsey. He was like, yo, Game, brother just wants a chance. Here's my CD, don't chuck it away.
Yeah.
CD days and all that. Like, he broke it down, man. And we know the game. The game, the game don't fuck around and all that shit. But yeah, man, certain times when things happen, Game takes his time and he writes it out, and you're like, raw, man, like.
And he wrote that as a blood.
Yeah. And he laid it down like,
He's a Crip.
Yo, we let this happen, LA. I'm ashamed of you, and he just let rip, bro.
How he felt. He said you got to do the homie like that.
Yeah, but then you see them little posts that come up, them sponsored posts of like a shop selling certain things, like a T-shirt, or whatever.
Right.
There's this post I see come up saying they're selling a shirt saying Nipsey Hussle. It's like, how you trying to make money for someone's death when he's got a store?
When he's got his own store,
you should be directing people to Marathon,
yeah,
to
100%.
go listen and stream his music because he's got the masters. Do you know what I mean?
What is my man saying about the documentary now? Isn't Nick Cannon saying that he's now
he's gonna finish it up and then put it out there, bro.
And put it out there.
Have to support it.
I mean, it's the least he could do. Like I ain't gassed on it. I'm not like, oh wow, well done, Nick Cannon, you're gonna finish it off. Like, I'm just like, fuck all the other bullshit, man. Nipsey Hussle has died, and I just want to fucking, it's like, obviously, if you're not from the generation of like us, that when Tupac and Biggie died, because obviously I was not there, but I was listening to Tim Westwood's radio show at that moment. I was living in Wembley. I was living in Wembley in
when Tupac or when Biggie died?
when Biggie died, and I used to live opposite Wembley Arena, the stadium. I used to live off the road there. I'm sitting in my yard. I think it was a Saturday night, just doing what I do, TDK, setting up the TDK
Ting for the show,
recording Tim Westwood, and then this fucking tragedy happens, and I'm just like, hold on a minute, ready to die, life after death. This shit is just my life. This is my life.
It was like a week.
Like this. I'm ready to.
Because he was doing the promo for it, wasn't he?
Bro,
He went to LA.
I went to the concert. I went to R. Kelly's concert.
Nice.
And Biggie was his. I think, Biggie was his guest.
Right.
And I went and I saw him. You know when he wore the yellow puffer.
Yep.
I was watching him on stage, and I just that whole Biggie, like, to me was again one of those prolific artists that I was just like, this guy is amazing. And then I'm listening to the radio, and he's been shot in LA, and it just hit me, and it feels a similar way with Nipsey because of the way that it's not like, you know, artists die, like, you know, XXX Tentacion died.
Yeah. You got it. Triple X Tentacion.
Cool, he died. Rest in peace. God bless him. Another black artist, another person's son has died. But I didn't relate to it because I wasn't really into his music and I didn't follow him. So I didn't have that. Okay. I didn't have that, you know, connection.
Yeah.
Where with Nipsey, bruv, I bang Nipsey, bruv. Yeah. Pause. I bang Nipsey, bruv. Like, I even put I put man on to Nipsey. I put man on. Man, I was in other day, shout out to Lynch. I was showing Lynch Nipsey's tunes, and he was like, oh yeah, this artist is bruv. I said, bruv, listen to this guy. You got to know, like, fuck all that other shit you're listening to. Listen to this guy. You know what I mean? So it's so bad, but man.
I can honestly say that I didn't listen to a lot of Nipsey Hussle until we started doing the podcast.
Right.
And I was doing the reviews.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I was like, right, and I listened to this and I was like, nah, this is fire. And you know what it was? It was that voice, that grit in his voice that held me. I was like, oh.
But then he goes from 1 minute telling you about the bling bling side of things, and the next thing he was telling you about your self-worth and you're a king.
And everything about it.
Man said, a drunk mind gives a sober tongue. And when he dropped, I was like,
you're deep.
Remember that again? A drunk mind gives a sober tongue. I was like, shit, son.
Levels.
And he, do you know, like when I see him now, like, and I see his image and his videos and the way he was, you could just see that he was just a cool brother. And obviously he's from the ends, you know what I mean? And he's been through certain shit. Yeah.
He was just, he was comfy, he was so comfortable with himself. Yeah.
Fully.
When you look at him, you just think to yourself.
Yeah, he knows.
Right. Like no matter what, and he had so many different looks, so many different images. Like when he had the hair and it was short and it looked curly like a Jerry curl. Then he had the long plaits.
Yeah.
Then he had the massive beard, and it was just like,
he could do it all.
Yeah, and was comfy with it.
Yeah,
and
man.
it wasn't like he was a big muscly guy or whatever. He was kind of, it was lean and just. But no matter what, he was just comfortable with himself.
Yeah, man.
And he was just always about the people and always positive.
Just before he died, he was on his way to go do a stop the violence.
Meeting with the police, right?
With the police.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the LAPD, one of the members of the LAPD must have said they couldn't believe that his name came up, that he had died, because they were like, this guy is he's such a community, outspoken, community-driven person. That he couldn't believe that he's in the firing line.
I think that's why the conspiracy seems so likely, because he couldn't imagine that anybody from the ends would want to snuff him.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, it's more than likely going to be that instead. Highly likely.
And
But
him and his babes look so good together, man.
Oh,
Him and
bruv,
Laura
she
London
must
look
be-
nut.
she must
fam.
be shagging inside tonight.
Bruv,
She must be.
Bruv, right now, I thought about the fact that.
Yeah.
Tonight, I
It's
thought about the
all
fact that
Give you another pen.
he's got a youth with her, isn't he?
No, is it?
Yeah, he does.
so.
Yeah, he's got a youth with her. They
Or
got-
from a
He's got
she's
two.
got one
He's
with
got.
Lauren. She's got one with Lil Wayne, isn't she?
He's got. Yeah, has she?
Yeah, she's got one with Lil Wayne in a previous thing. Her Lil Wayne
And he's got
Yeah.
a previous. He's got a previous.
one, and then they must have one together.
I think because they're engaged. They were engaged to marry.
Yeah, and he always said that was his wife, and like, she's on the album. She's on Victory Lap. She does them little like,
Yeah, man.
little skits into the next song. Like when you ever hear the girls talking or whatever, it's her. Yeah. And that was a Grammy nominated album last year. Like he was having the best. He was in the best moment of
He
his
was
life.
able, and that's what I'm saying. He was. You could see his trajectory and the way that he was becoming more than just a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
He was becoming an activist. He was becoming a spokesman,
Yeah.
community man. And I just think,
Word.
it's so bad, man. It's just the circumstances and how he died, man. And this is why we got to protect ourselves, like, because it's like you know what the ends is like. The ends
But
is
what can you do? What can you do?
stay the
about
fuck
that
out of the ends, bro.
and still get clipped. It doesn't
You,
make no
bruv,
difference,
but
bro.
look at how many artists have businesses all over the place, but they stay at arm's length distance.
Put it this way: if someone wants you, they might get you.
Nah, don't think so.
Cool.
I don't think so. I mean, all right.
Cool.
I'm not saying it's
That's the easiest way to
Trim,
get got.
I'm
I
not
think you
saying
can't get
I'm
got.
not saying it's impossible, but at the same time, we all know where to tread. We are all even in our own circumstances, we know where to go and where not to go. Yeah. When you're a high profile
He's in his business.
celebrity,
Where else could you
He
tread?
couldn't be there though, bruv. He shouldn't have been there.
He could have got someone else to rock.
He shouldn't be
lead
there.
his
So
mans to go
you're a
get it.
bruv. You're a boss.
Yeah.
You're not in the building, bro. You don't have to be in the building. You can control everything that's going on from a phone call, or you could put a what do you call it, executive or assistant manager in your position
Handle that.
to handle that, so that you're not the face.
Yeah.
You're the name, you're the brand, but you're not the face of it. So people can't just get you like that. That's why, bruv, you think how many people when they get at Nas, Hove,
Kendrick,
Drake,
them
but
man
you just
there,
can't be like, you can't be in a community like that, just like that. Do you know what I mean?
He wanted to be, clearly he wanted to be
Of
free.
of course.
He wanted it to be on his own terms.
He didn't
if
feel-
was going to get clapped, so be
He
it.
didn't feel he didn't feel like his life was at danger, and that's
Yes, he
why.
did.
No,
Yes,
I don't think he did,
there
man.
was interviews that show when he even finds folly within it, where he was talking about in the interview, talking about things like he might get got and stuff.
No,
like
he
that.
said he was saying like, please, if I die or if
Ride
I
for me.
yeah, ride for me. But that's
that was just one.
yeah, but that's calm. Like, bruv, Jay said that, Nas has said that, man has said that, like, because they know the position they're in, they're a target. They know that. Most artists who are in that field, who are in a certain position, know that there's a level of danger because they're such a public figure. But at the same time, weren't we talking
Maybe
about
he
this on?
weren't there
Weren't
yet.
we talking about this on the podcast? Like, there's ways of moving. There's ways of
Totally.
you can't, like, when you're when you're famous, you can't just go to the store and just walk and go and get your
Some
apples.
do.
Some do. And if you get snuffed going to the store,
So be it.
and you ain't got your security with you, you've put yourself in a position. Feel me? It's like and I
There's so much more to
and I
this
feel
story.
and I feel your sentiments, Trim, because you should feel like you can. Nipsey should feel like he can go to the ends, and he should feel like he can go to his own flipping shop, pick up some money or pick up some this
cut.
or touch the people and do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's got to know that he's at a level where he's gonna have to call your security guard and say, bro, you're gonna have to roll with me, man. I'm going to the thing, or blood, you gotta roll with me, because you can't just be vulnerable like that anymore. Because anything can happen. Anything can happen when you're not even a celeb.
Do you know what was nuts? Actually seeing him lying down on the floor and they roll him over
It's crazy, man.
and he's just slumped, and I just thought to myself,
I
this-
couldn't watch that. You two are good.
Yeah, I
I
watched
couldn't. I couldn't.
Do you know
watch
what
that,
it
man.
was? you can't tell who it is.
Right.
You can't tell because his feet are towards you
And his body's
the other side.
Right,
so it's
right,
not
got
like
you.
you can see his bulk.
Yeah.
So it's like people are screaming and bawling. Someone's turned him, flipped him.
They're trying to resuscitate
Yeah,
him.
and then pumping on his chest. And I was like, oh. So all them times it was already a wrap, it seems.
It was a rap.
Do you know what the mad thing
Excuse the
is?
pun.
At 10:52 p.m. on the 31st of March, Nipsey tweeted that having strong enemies is a blessing.
Yeah.
At 10:52 p.m. Sunday night, their time.
And he passed out.
Passed away. I don't know what time, but obviously after that tweet was sent. But yeah,
He knew. Come on now.
that's crazy.
How poignant is that? He knew.
Well, listen, man. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
I wanted to start the show on that because I kind of want to take the show up into a little bit of a vibe. And obviously this is a situation where it's nothing to joke about. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
But yeah, shout out to Nipsey's family.
Yeah.
And
Let's be respectful, man.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I see some
100%.
people
But then
moaning.
some will, some won't.
Yeah, but some people moan about people putting up pictures with him, and it's like, but if you have a genuine connection with a guy, and that's all you have to show for it is a picture, put it up.
Do what you
It's
gotta
all
do.
energy. This ain't the time for bad energy. Like, just shut the fuck up and just,
Real
you know what I
talk.
mean? So just chill out, man. So yeah, man. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man.
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle.
Food podcast.
No,
I was gonna say on another note, what's been going on because we normally do that first.
Yeah,
So,
no,
what
yeah,
we
yeah,
been
no,
doing?
we
Yeah,
do.
we're
Yeah,
just to
we do. We
get the
normally
vibe
do that
flowing,
first,
yeah.
but you know what I mean, like it was.
We've done that bit.
Yeah, that's a nice little segue to then pick it up, innit? Like, see
Hey,
how the
bro,
man
pick
did.
this up, bro.
Pause. Shout out to your wife, man.
Pick this up.
So
Pick this
that's not my job. That's her job. Shout
Bro,
out to,
pick-
shout out to
pick-
your wife,
pick
man.
me up, bro.
I see your wife be working wonders on people's faces. You know, then
bro.
before and after pictures, she be making women looking like unicorns,
Oh,
bro.
okay. I was wondering if
miracles.
he's going with that.
No, come on, man.
Bro,
I don't mess with
miracles,
wives,
bro.
B,
She
man.
performing miracles.
Fam, she needs a
Performing.
doctoring certificate, bro.
Bruv, she's actually fucking finessing a lot of man with these fucking. I said to her, look, babe, at the end of the day, yeah,
Heavy.
she don't really look like that. And the
She's
way
a
you're
magician.
the way you're making them look is
Fam.
a little bit peak.
She's indirectly making a Sarah look like a Beyonce,
Bruv,
bro.
catfishing.
Like this thing goes from white to black. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Who is this thing, bro? Like, you don't get the club and you're like, rah, this is a nice little branding, you know. Nice little sister, bring her home. Next thing you know, wake up in the morning, she's got blonde hair. I was like,
Do you
what?
remember, who remembers in the club when you're scrubbing down the thing? Yeah?
Oh, loud, don't
and then,
do that.
And then
Your
you
shirt.
think that she's buff, and then you get outside,
Yeah.
and the light licks her face, fam, and she's got hella bumps on her face.
Hella, and on your shirt, mad tan or makeup. Bro, come on now, bro.
I remember that.
I'm moving like 50 Shades of Grey for real, bro.
Bruv,
Like,
I remember them shubs
tan there.
because you know, like now, modern clubs, you can see the bitch.
Yeah.
You can see what they
lighting
look.
is better.
Yeah, the lighting is definitely on
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
But back in the day when I was clubbing,
Peak.
SW1,
You wanted it to
Hanover
be dark.
Grand,
Southend, used to come Southend.
Southend, bruv, it was pitch black, bruv, and you just all it is bottom and shape.
Yeah.
Silhouettes everywhere.
And they used to smoke it those days, so that
it's like a
smoke used to like mess in your eyes
bruv,
as well.
and
To
then
be like
when you
this.
get, bruv, when you get, oh yeah, bruv, you go, yeah, bro, I want to bag this thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go outside and talk to her, get some fresh air. These
what?
times you're sweating like a bitch, and then you get outside, bruv,
Like
and you
some
look at the face and you go,
Cool Ranch
oh.
Doritos, bruv.
And you go like that, you go, oh. So what's your name?
Where's your
You
first
talk-
name?
What's your name again?
What's your name? You know what's your name again?
What's your name again?
Because she told you.
Yeah, but your brain automatically went into forget mode.
'Cause she
Have you ever had that when your brain goes into forget mode on purpose?
Wait,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Sorry.
I can't remember.
Let me get you a
your name.
cab, man. She's like, oh, what? Am I not coming back with you? And it's like,
Probably
oh,
not.
man, I forgot. I got like people stayed at my
Yeah,
crib,
yeah,
innit?
yeah. Because the way my account's set up, was
Basically, bro.
So shout out to wifey. You know what she said today? But she goes like, I'm gonna come to the podcast today. I was like,
Not this episode.
I was like, yeah.
You what?
She's like, because I ain't seen you been working so many hours and I ain't spent any time
got
with
5
you.
days.
So I was like, you roll if you want to roll.
Yeah, but
And then
Indirectly, it's like, oh, probably
and I was like, you could come. Yeah, but she goes, what time are you recording? I said, about 9:30. She goes, babe, I probably won't make it. I said,
oh, that's a shame.
man.
I really wanted you to be
No,
there.
but you should come, babe. Like, if you
Jedi mind trick.
no, you should come though. Still, just think about it. She
Yeah,
said,
because on
I'll
the way
think-
back we can chat.
Yeah, she's like, I'll think
You
about
know.
it.
them moonwalking Jedi tricks.
Me,
you know what I mean?
I'm thinking, yeah.
All right, love.
But yeah, no, man, I'm chilling, bruv, like a villain. Like I'm been chilling like a villain. You lot been good?
Can't complain, bro. Getting ready for this wedding still.
Who's ready?
What's
my
that?
boy Nav. Shout out to my boy Nav. Shout out to
Big
my
up, Nav.
sister-in-law, Misha.
Big up,
Getting
Nav.
married
We got Misha.
Big
in
up,
St.
Misha.
Lucia.
See it there?
Misha,
Are you
Lucia.
going away again? Bruv, this
He's
guy's
gonna go-
living his best
Can I
life.
forget serious? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, I'm honored to be one of the groomsmen. So Saturday I was running around like a headless chicken in Stratford Westfield trying to get my stuff from what's it called? Charles something. There's a store that does
Suits.
Charles something.
Never
Get
heard
them
of
out,
it.
but, yeah,
Never heard
Me
of
neither, but it's my first time going there. So I went there, and yeah, man, I'm like, I don't know, but I'm just trying to live in it. So
You're
after
doing
this
good.
news on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to live, bro. I just want to, like, you know, I've not bought any sneakers for the month, even though it's
What's
only
that
the
about?
third. But I've not bought any sneakers for the month. No,
I
I got a
had to
problem.
buy some sneakers.
What did you get?
Got these, bro.
The Cortez, yeah?
Black ones.
These
as
are
well.
black ones as well.
These ones stared me in
The
my
ones
face.
that didn't make it to Forrest Gump.
You know when you go into a store and you actually I actually
All
went
got
out.
black crepes on
I went
today.
out to get trainers, but I just did not know what crepes I wanted. But I knew that when I saw them,
It would
they
happen.
would jump out at me
Yeah.
and go, "Buy me,
Get me.
get me, come and get me,
Come and get me.
So I was like,
Cut.
I went into because you know Asylum's doing their thing now.
Getting there.
So I was like, all right, let me go in Asylum, and I saw these, bruv, 65. I was like, yeah, man,
Can't
yeah,
go wrong.
calm.
All
But
black?
yeah,
Cool,
all
man.
black, all black, everything. But yeah, no, it's cool. Did you see? Oh, so did you see Amari Hardwick?
Trying to get a hard dick.
What's wrong with him?
He tried to shoot the
can I
shot.
say?
What-
Do you blame him though?
what did
Have
he-
you seen his missus?
Did you see what he did?
Bruv, you had to.
Did you see?
Yeah, I saw what you
had
done.
to.
Bruv,
I just wanted to talk about what I did.
yeah,
sorry.
oh no, we could get
Nah,
some trim,
you
man.
look a bit like Omar, like you could be
No,
down
we-
still.
Give
You
me
know what I
back.
mean?
You know, I can't even take my drink back because I can't even
You're
take my
fucked
drink
up.
back because the drink gone.
Trim looked at me and went, yo,
guy
nigga,
emptied the thing,
Yeah, I
is
saw
this
him.
nigga,
Yeah.
gonna ask me how I've been?
Yeah.
And I just
Go on,
kept it moving.
Yeah.
I know that feels true. It's cool.
Yeah, he done it.
At
He
least
done
he
it
called
to
your name.
show.
He called your
He done
name.
it to show on the show. He done it to you on the
the
show.
show.
I didn't do it to show.
And now he's doing it. You just said, "Oh, sorry, show. I didn't boom
I just didn't shout him out.
You
'cause
didn't forget the name
I just
thing
did,
again.
I didn't shout him out because he wasn't here. And usually when he's here, I shout him out.
Yeah, but when Drizzy wasn't here, you didn't shout him out.
No,
Bro, I
got
study
amnesia.
behavioural patterns.
he's got to be here, man.
What?
If
What
you're
are
not
you
here,
sucking
If you're not here, you can get forgotten, baby.
God. Man, treat you like a one night stand, bro.
Yeah,
snooze, you lose. Snooze, you
And
lose.
Tanani.
nigga.
You know
are you again?
Tanani. You know you got Punani, yeah?
Yeah.
Tanani was
Tanani.
Tonight.
Tanani is when you exactly when you
Tonight.
have it tonight.
All right, okay. So what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk
Let's talk
about?
about
Trim.
Do
This
you
is
want
your
to talk
life.
about Trim's feelings, or
Amari Hardwick.
yeah? What
Let's
do you want?
talk
What are we doing?
Let's talk about Omari Hardwick. So basically,
Yeah.
that was fucked up, yeah?
Yeah.
You could tell.
I'm never bringing drink ever again, and I'm definitely not doing. I'm never. What time is it anyway? I'm kind of busy. Bro.
Could tell.
And you know what it is? Because you know what? See, tomorrow,
Yeah.
them man booking a hotel. They're doing Drake. Sorry.
We're doing Drake in a hotel.
Whoa.
No, but you look got premiering or something, right?
Nah, man. I'm
Oh, okay, cool.
Yo. Okay.
Talk about
How are you, Trim?
Well, you know, my weekend was okay, and
What kind of Jeremy Carl voice is that, bro?
I don't know.
How you been, man? What's been happening? What's new?
Right. So what's been happening?
hell.
Sorry, I know it's a bit boring and all that, but
Thank God we got there.
over the weekend, like we're talking about, like we like to be healthy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, I want to gain knowledge and everything. So I've now
What was the
gone
name?
on to do a hijama course. You know about hijama?
I saw that.
What's your jammer?
I saw that, but explain, bro.
I know who Jammer is.
Yeah, Jammer, who fell when when that thing happened with Mac. From So Solid, and he fell on the. What was that? What was he doing on the floor?
Yo, and he tried to say Ian Wright pushed him.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, bro. Ian
He was
Wright
on
did push
stage
him.
and then he
Oh, it
must
was
have turned
Ian
around.
Wright.
Ian Wright pushed him.
No, don't say that.
Ian Wright moshed him, bro.
Ian Wright was on TV that night, bro.
It wasn't.
So who was it then?
When it
Some guy
Mac,
that dresses.
when it Mac from So Solid.
Was it Mac?
Why would he be on the stage?
Bruv, that looked like Ian Wright, bro. I
you saying
swear
Mac
to
looks
you,
like
he had
Ian
this-
Wright?
bruv, he looked like Ian Wright.
It was the night England was playing someone, but Ian Wright was on TV. But someone just like,
Bruv, swear to God, I thought that
Wait,
was Ian
someone
Wright.
go on the, can someone let us know who it was that was on the stage
my God.
that twist up Jammer?
But Trim, you weren't answering your phone at that time of night. It might be you.
Well,
still.
how do I look
Yeah,
like
bruv,
that,
Trimmer
bro?
was at the thing, bro.
Yeah, it was.
I was not there, bro.
Okay, so how's your feelings?
Friday,
I mean,
but-
sorry, how you doing?
Yeah,
you doing,
so with the
Trim,
whole hi everyone, but yeah, so hijama, it's basically wet cupping. You know about cupping, right?
What?
You know about cupping.
I know about
bro.
spooning.
It's
Bro.
like a massage treatment.
Cupping, I know about
Cupping.
cupping my nuts.
Yeah,
bruv.
that's understandable. We
I know
know
about
that you don't know
spooning.
about some of these things. It's not a
Okay.
problem. But considering that the missus is into, the whole doing things for people, the beauty stuff and all of that.
Wet cupping
Wet
sounds
cupping.
like
Mad.
Yeah,
Sounds
so it's
like
not based
R.
on
Kelly
what
does,
you
bro.
think.
some freaky shit.
Yeah, R. Kelly thing, bro.
Yeah, it's not based on what you think.
Wet cupping. All right,
unfortunately.
tell me what wet cupping is.
All
bro,
right, so
'cause-
wet cupping is basically what it is about not being a bus driver. It's about not doing betting. You get what I'm saying? Crashing stuff, hitting cones and stuff.
Woo!
Nah, basically, it's a thing where you go and, for instance, like you're not happy with the ailments in your body and stuff like that. You can go and get cupping done. So look at Anthony Joshua. He'll go and get cupping done on his body, and what that will do is bring the toxins to the top of the skin.
So what is it? What is it? A cream? Is it,
Cupping's a cream.
bro?
He's meant to. I swear this. Oh, I'm really confused.
What is it? A sauna? Is it?
All I'm asking is anybody that wants to know about cupping, research it.
Man said it's cupping, bro, so it must involve a cup. Or
Exactly.
something in the shape
You're
of a cup.
making yourself not look good right now.
Bro, what do you do with a cup though, bro?
So what?
This is what it's getting to.
So what exactly? I was trying to
You
explain.
pour
it.
it-
So
you
what
pour it
do-
on you.
So no, you don't pour the cup on your lips. What you do is you use the. So basically,
I'm listening to
there's
it, I'm
suction. You use the suction of the cup, put it on your skin, and it brings the toxins to the
Oh, I
top of your
see.
skin.
I see.
Right, so is that where sometimes you see
don't
people's
act like
bodies,
you fucking know.
you see those big red like
Big
blood
red
spots or something?
circles. That's right.
Okay.
So that's the Chinese. That's the Chinese version.
All
See,
right,
he
got
knows.
you. So some of us
Bro, he gets pedicures and manicures.
You so do you.
Damn, I've done it once, bruv. I did it when I got married.
you've done it once, but you've done it.
Yeah, man.
He done it
Don't
once.
hate, bro.
but you-
I'ma get it done for St. Lucia as
But the
well.
difference is, so the Chinese version is when you just do the cupping and
Right.
it brings the toxins to the top of the skin. With the wet cupping, basically what it does is it extracts the actual, extracts the blood from the skin. You get what I'm saying?
laughing,
It actually extracts the blood from the
extracts
skin.
the blood from your nuts.
Yeah, it does. It actually extracts the blood from your nuts. So if you have issues with your prostate, we still do we
Brother
still
said
have
prostrate.
Yeah.
Listen, bruv, it's
still
not called a
have- he's not even
prostrate,
missing
bruv.
it.
prostate cancer be
Prostate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you
vitiligo.
struggle with stuff like that, you can also get that done. as
So
well.
you've had it done.
I've had cupping,
And this is what happened on the weekend.
and I did a 3-day course of
See,
cupping,
okay.
and basically it's really good for you. And
Makes you feel better.
How regular should you get it done?
some people can get it done once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, it depends on how much blood comes out. It does.
Okay. That's
It does.
so what okay. So that's just another
Based on how man was explaining this cupping thing, I ain't really feeling it, bruv, like that.
It's not for you.
But bruv, you had. Let's not go back to what was it? What did we call that episode, man?
What?
Oh shit! What was that episode called, man? When he's talking about the whole.
Colonics.
Expressing himself. No, so like when
That's
you were
another
talking
version
about
of
his
that, right?
depression, you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
when you're saying that it's feeling depressed and stuff like that.
Wet
So
cuppings.
you can get wet cupping on the back of your head.
Right.
So G doesn't have to shave
Oh,
because he
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have
got
any
you,
hair.
yeah.
So you can get the cupping done in the back of his
In the
headpiece.
back of
So he can get cupping on the back of his head. Yeah, and it extracts the blood from his head because you're not meant to
Oi.
actually have blood in your head. It's only meant to be in your brain.
What do you mean you're not supposed to have blood in your head? You've
You're
got
not-
blood everywhere, bro.
No, yeah, dormant blood. The blood's meant to be in your veins. Any blood that's not oxygenated is no good for you.
Is that
So
what's
that's why
linked
they
to like
take
a
it out.
hemorrhage or whatever?
So, say again?
Is that what's linked to a hemorrhage? Like when you get a brain hemorrhage?
Exactly.
It's just
Smart kid.
not just a pretty face.
In my
bro.
nose.
You know what I
You know
mean?
the dumb. But yeah, again.
It made me laugh, so I'm fucking good.
No, that's fine.
That's the whole point.
Someone's got to laugh. It made me laugh.
Fucking
Yeah.
funny. That was funny as
But
shit.
at least,
But very
Trim
good
got
for you.
it.
So if
So
you
Trim,
do-
what's your what are you gonna
What are you gonna cup
do with
next?
this knowledge?
What are you cupping next?
I'm definitely not cupping you, honey.
Yo,
Really good. And on a serious note, it's about actually realizing that I think it's actually going to help a lot of people. A lot of people are cutting in onto it. You know, people like Anthony Joshua, Conor McGregor. It helps for example, when you're doing exercise, it helps you to repair quicker.
okay.
Cool.
Because it helps with the oxygenated blood, moving it around, increasing blood flow around your body and stuff like that. So
Right. I've introduced my body to a foam roller, and I've realized that really helps after gym, man.
So with the foam roller and then your body repairs.
It just feels nice, man. Like one time my knee
It's like a
was
massage.
shagged. Yeah. And my PT, he like literally took a bar and he ran it like here. I was like, nah, it's cool there. Ran it there, it's like it's cool there. When he got to there, fam,
Near the bone.
yo, I've never heard or felt
Yeah.
pain like that before in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
life. And I literally, there was this nice thing, there's a couple of nice brownings in my gym. And I saw one, and that was the only reason why I didn't
Make
scream
the big noise,
like
yeah.
a pig or something. Because I was like, I got
Like a
man up.
pig.
But fam, that right there, and then he just showed me like, yo, if you use a
Again.
foam roller every day,
You're desensitized to that.
yeah, and then you'll reduce any type of injuries you might get, man. So I was like, all right, cool. You don't have to tell me twice, player.
Man snorted.
That's fine.
It's like a pig, isn't it?
Yeah, you're like a squirrel, like a pig, like that's near an oven or something because you know it's gonna get murdered.
All right, that's fantastic.
Also,
Yeah.
what I was also gonna. So also, what we did, we went to me and
blimey.
Kai went to the Big Nasty show.
Nice.
Yes. How did that go?
That was heavy.
Who were the guests?
The guests were. It doesn't matter what I say now because by the time the show comes out,
It will be aired.
it would already be aired. So there was Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They get some good
They
guests
do.
on that
But
that
they mix
show.
it up as well, don't they?
It just looks like a big podcast to me.
Do you know what is good? Do you know what I rate about them? They get everyone on that show.
It's
like,
mixed.
Yeah,
oh,
it's-
when you hear the guests, you'll say
you
exactly
get-
that.
Yeah, and
Exactly
you get
what
guests that you
happened.
ain't seen in a while. You get guests that you go, oh, rare. That man then, like, the fact that Stephen Fry's gone on there,
Big.
that's like he's pinpointed that show as something to go and be a part of, which is interesting because it's
It's a different demographic for Stephen Fry.
definitely a different demographic. Even when I saw the guy from Friends on there,
Ross.
yeah, Ross on there, I was like, rah, that man, they got that man there on there. So
Pamela
yeah, no,
Anderson,
so that's good.
Mel
They're drawing in good people. So we had Stephen Fry.
Yep.
Then from Stephen Fry, you went to Ian Wright, legend.
Yeah.
From Ian Wright, then Tory Lanez came on.
Fucking hell.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Big
and
homies in town.
then who's the guy that did the program? Was it Turn Up Charlie or something? Charlie with Idris Elba?
Oh, what the white guy?
No, the Muslim fella.
Oh yeah,
With the
yeah,
big bit, Mo
yeah.
something. Is
Yeah.
it Mo?
Mo Salah.
Yeah, it's Mo Salah. Yeah, him. Him.
Rotted.
And then Little Sims.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
yeah, nice.
Everyone done a little freestyle. It was tight.
It was good, yeah?
Yeah.
Funny.
We had a wicked time. We really, really enjoyed it.
And you got to see like how it is when they do how it is all filmed and the set is all
everything about it, yeah, from the start. So big up my boy Caspar for sorting out tickets and all of that.
big up Catspaw.
Yeah, we had a good time. So over the weekend it was hectic, but at the same time
It sounds like you had a ball.
we had a good
Cupping,
time.
Big Nasty.
Sorry to
No, not
interject.
cupping, Big Nasty.
That he's probably got a lot of like that'll come up as well. I got advance view. I got an advance invite to go see Shazam last week.
Yeah. Shazam.
The film.
It's not.
Oh, so someone asks you to?
No,
oh,
Odeon hollered at me and said, "Do you want to?" I said, "Sure. Why not?"
What was it
It's a good
saying?
film.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd like it. You'd like it.
I'd like- really?
Shia is gonna fucking eat it up, bro.
What is Shazam about?
So Shazam's about it's based on a
are you
DC
gonna kill
comic.
it for us?
No, I'm not gonna
okay.
spoil it. I don't. No, that's not my thing, bro. Because there's a big boy film coming out. We're on the clock now. It's weeks until this thing drops.
Got you.
So Shazam's basically. Funny enough, he used to be called Captain Marvel.
Used to be.
He used to be called Captain Marvel years and years and years ago, like in the 60s. But then they start using Shazam because that's the word. You know, like Shazam, and then the kid turns into this like Superman basically.
Right.
He's got he's got powers from 7 Greek gods, so like Hercules, Zeus, and all them. They
Poseidon.
break it down. So Shazam is actually an acronym for like the S stands for strength, the H stands for, or the name of the actual Greek god.
Right.
And it's basically a kid called Billy
Z for
Batson.
Zeus.
And called Billy Batson. And he gets these powers
Batson.
because the wizard that had the powers, or the last wizard of the 7, he has to pass it on to someone so it doesn't die.
Yeah.
Because there's 7 deadly sins that he has to defeat.
Handle, yeah.
So whenever Billy Batson says Shazam, he just goes from a 14-year-old kid to like a Superman
Superhero.
type superhero.
Same.
So that's him. So he used to be called Captain Marvel, but obviously Captain Marvel, the female Marvel character, came out. They was using the name a lot, and it's like, oh, then we want to. They had a court case about it. The Marvel ones, it's called Captain Marvel. Anyway, fast forward, it's a sick film. It's good.
Yeah.
Have you seen Big with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Anyone
They're
see-
remaking that, right?
Big. I hope not.
Yeah, they'll
But
be doing that.
Shazam has elements of Big in there. If you like Big, you like
Big's a
Shazam.
classic.
It's got elements of that,
Big is
elements
a
of
motherfucking-
Goonies,
I don't know-
elements of The Last Action Hero. Like it's a nice little concoction of films, man. So I enjoyed it. Shout out to my boy Hearts. We went to check it out. He liked it. Shire's gonna like the kids are gonna love it.
It's one of them ones.
They're gonna love it. It's a PG film.
Yeah.
There's a cameo in there. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it caught me off guard. And I was like, oh, I just shouted in the cinema, oh shit. You know them ones where you're like, you just didn't expect it. But that's what I'm gonna
Bill
say. But it's a
Cosby.
good.
Bill Cosby didn't turn up.
No,
What
unfortunately.
made
not.
you think of Bill Cosby?
I don't know, but you just said a surprise, didn't it? I don't know.
That'd have been a surprise.
Yeah. Right. But Shazam's a good film.
Yeah.
So it's out on the 5th of April.
Friday.
And then Friday, yeah. And then
Brother,
we're
you
on the
all
clock.
right? So are we doing this
We're on the
fucking
clock.
Avengers thing or not? Are we doing it on the 26th?
It's got to be done, bro.
Dean, are you on this thing? 26th, Avengers.
What day is this?
Endgame. It's a Friday.
Friday? Yeah.
What?
Shepherd's Bush, IMAX, because obviously there's so many of us coming from different ends, north, south, east, and west. I thought
Central.
somewhere in central we could all meet, get something to eat. If not, just meet up at the cinema. Boom, and it's like be 30 of us in the cinema turning up to this thing.
Fam, they
I
broke
can't
the
wait.
internet, you know?
Can't wait.
Pre-sale tickets broke the internet. My boy at work tried to get tickets for another film. And as soon as he went on site, oh, you're in the queue. It's probably like average waiting time, like an hour. And he wasn't even trying to get Avengers tickets. He was trying to get Captain Marvel. No, he's trying to get us or Shazam tickets.
Okay.
Shit.
It broke the internet in America.
We're going to be able to get the tickets when it's time, right?
You should have already got them, bro.
Maybe.
You better check it out, B.
Have you got yours?
I mean, potentially.
Right.
No, but mine's for double bill, though. Mine's for Infinity War and then straight into Endgame.
You really can do that?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Odeon's
Man's gonna
doing,
watch 2 films at the
Odeon's
one
doing
after the
Infinity
other.
War,
Right.
like 10 to 9. in the evening.
That's sick.
And then there's going to be a break, obviously, and then it goes
So I need to do so.
hit
All right.
that.
You
So
need some
basically,
Nescafe,
man need
blood.
to pattern this thing early now.
We'll organise that, man. You know I'm good at organising shit because obviously bang bang 02 turn it into 03. But so we'll make that happen, bro.
Yeah. Endgame. If you don't, and basically, if you lot don't go see Endgame at a certain point,
Shit.
we will come on the podcast the week after we've seen it and talk about it. So you better get on it. I ain't doing that spoiler. Oh, let's wait. You gotta be on it because this thing is the Avengers, and this thing I've been waiting.
The next podcast will be the week after.
Yeah, I'm going in. This is what we got to do. I'm living my best life right now. Yeah, so there's that. Game of Thrones drops this month as well.
Yeah.
The 14th, bro.
You're not a Game of Thrones person?
You know what it is? I started watching it late. I watched bare of it.
Yeah.
And then when it started coming back again, I basically got to as far as I could, which I think was season 5.
Okay.
And then stopped watching it again.
Trim, you're like just 2 seasons away from being caught up, bro.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to watching it.
And season 7 was big.
Yeah. Cardi B
Is
drugging motherfuckers and
is she?
Well, when we was hanging
Was.
out, I felt like I was violated.
she drugged motherfuckers and she
She said she did.
had sex with them and drugged them and then
Did she
robbed them.
say her sex? She said she stripped.
She used booty. She did booty things. She did nasty things.
When you look at when you watch the interview, not the interview, but when she speaks, she doesn't say that. She never mentions having
It
sex with them.
felt like she said, let's go back to mine.
Yeah.
For some wet cuppings. And then she gave them some alcohol.
Yeah.
And some mollies or whatever.
Yeah. Drugged them and then bounced.
Jacked, and then got the goons to jack him.
Yeah.
Because one guy said he got his
No
iPod
sex.
jacked or something. He's like, bruv, no one's checking
But
my iPod.
what I'm saying to you is, even though she might not have had sex with these people, this is what she was.
Alluding
that
to.
was her plan.
This is part of the game
Yeah.
she was in.
running
She was
the
a
game.
stripper, and then she was in that.
Yeah.
She was in that, that world of seducing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because what do you do anyway, bruv? Like, don't get twisted. Like, I don't know. I can't say I've done it. But you go to strip club, you get affiliated with a thing.
Yeah.
She might want to take you home, or she might want to roll with you, and then for the little bit of extra, read all about it.
Happy days.
You feel me?
Chitty.
Bang
Bang,
bang.
bang.
But I'm not alluding to the fact that Cardi B has done that. But yeah. So what do you think of this double standard thing now? We all got
I don't think I think she's just stupid. I think that if Bill Cosby can get in trouble for this shit, so can she.
But do you think
How's
this is,
that?
yeah, but it's a double standard
that?
situation.
Yeah, people are trying to defend her and all that.
But you know what the funny thing is?
Are you bothered about it?
I'm not bothered about her doing that.
Yeah.
Well, that
Do you
could
think she
happen-
should be punished for it?
100%.
Why?
Why do you think you can go around drugging people
And robbing them.
and robbing them?
It's not like she's bringing
It's
them back
against
to a
the
party
law.
and they're getting high and stuff.
It's actually
she's getting them
against-
high and
How-
then robbing them.
She's a woman.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot that. So that makes it all right. I do apologize. That's cool.
Shout out to Nero. Shout out to Studio
why?
44 and all that. Shout out to Show.
Yeah.
Nah, because when we put the post up on Instagram, some young lady, she jumped out the gate straight away. She's like, oh my gosh.
And
I
then
love
he
this about
said
Cardi
that-
because
he
Cardi's
said-
keeping it real.
Yeah, like, that's real, no?
So then I thought, you know what? Before I holler,
Someone's gonna jump
let me
in.
check your profile to see if it's private or not. It was open. I thought,
Yeah.
great. Scrolling through, she's a big Lauryn Hill fan. I was like, oh, interesting. So let me dig a bit
What's her
deeper.
name?
Nah, I'm not here for that, man.
Oh, I thought
Now, you know why? You know why? Because she deleted a lot of the comments she put on the page, so then she just lost my respect. I thought at least stick to what, like,
You
back it
know
up,
who
innit?
you are.
You know who you are.
You know, you try to be conscious, but you're
Yeah, but it's like-
unconscious.
And it's like, but so what? You have to fucking,
You sleeping, girl.
You have to
Go to sleep.
You have to do a fuckery to prove you're real. Like that's what I wrote. Like you have to do some
Thick
some
as
audacious thing to verify your realness. Like, no, I ain't having it. Like, if that was listen, when Rick Ross said,
Oh,
I put Molly in a champagne or whatever.
She don't even know about it.
The world went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world was like, get this man off our radio, get this man out of a record deal, get him out of the Reebok deal. He lost the Reebok deal.
He lost
Reebok
it.
dropped him. Like, see you later, bro.
Yeah.
And they thought that he would shag, and nothing really happened.
Right.
He's alright.
Yeah,
Like-
he made it.
He's a boss.
And that's a lyric. But Cardi's actually physically done these things to
Real life.
guys.
It's not lyric.
I don't care if it's guys. It could be women.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't make no
But
difference.
That's fucked up.
But the thing about it is, right, that was her past life,
Yeah.
one. Two,
Yeah, but if she
she's-
wasn't, she wouldn't have
she's
the
a
money to
woman-
get in the studio.
She's a woman and double standards exist. And as far as I'm concerned, she keeps her double standards, us men, we keep ours.
What's
yeah,
ours?
cool.
That we can beat as much girls as we want.
And not be called a slut.
Yeah,
Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect us as much.
no. That's a blatant double standard. Women have been fighting for it for centuries.
Yeah.
No one cares.
But you know the biggest thing is, if women really got together, instead of like putting each other down, not all of them, some of them do, but if they all came together, they could take over this whole thing, you know. And then we would be like, all right, cool, so what's the runnings? But they're so...
But what do you mean by that? So then, when they do, what happens thereafter?
Well,
The world is an emotional.
what baffles me is it's like women,
No one can't
women
even
hold
get
the,
at me because I didn't finish the
women
sentence.
hold the major key in it. They hold the key. But
To
they
what?
to like this life thing, bruv. What? Like,
What do you mean the key?
They
We
have
put
the
the
key.
we put the key in. Them are the lock.
So you need to, right? Okay.
We put the key in.
Okay.
When we put the key in, Anton.
All right. Okay.
Check.
So
Why-
with your key, let's run with that.
Man went
Yeah.
straight.
If you haven't got a lock to
patois.
put it
Man
in,
went straight patois with the thing.
when you ain't got a lock to put in, where you gonna put it?
Huh?
If you haven't got a lock to put in, where you gonna put the key?
Whoa.
The key's just gonna stay there, right? Catch rust.
You mentioned the word key.
I'm just saying, but
I'm
you
just saying
said
that-
that
I
they
d-
got
I
the
just said
lock.
that
and-
they-
No, I'm basically saying
Yeah.
women, if they came together and united,
Yeah.
a lot more shit could happen.
Let me. Why I'm
He's trying
tapping
to get
you on the
ratings.
shoulder? Why I'm tapping you on the shoulder is because
He's doing this.
as much as I empathize with you and
He's doing this LGBT thing.
and I
He's trying to
and I agree with what you're saying, my G.
Yeah.
Women coming together
Yeah.
is
It's
pretty
nice.
is pretty
Good.
much a fucking impossible mission.
What are you talking about? Lesbians do it all the time.
Women don't even like each other, bruv. Like women don't even like each other's brethren.
But they still bust.
Bruv, they could do what they want, bruv. They don't like, bruv. You see with men,
Yeah.
we can form a gathering
Yes.
amongst each other in a room, discuss what needs to be discussed,
Yeah.
and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Women
Yeah.
cannot do that and function well. I'm telling you.
Some of them can.
They they talk too much about each other. They beef too much about each other. He's too much of that estrogen. Is it estrogen?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Men have testosterone.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's too much of that shit rolling around. So as much as that
That must be slippery.
That philosophy that you're bringing to the table sounds good.
Yeah.
It's not
It's not realistic. Okay.
Do you know
I
how
was just
much
saying.
women are flying off their chairs right now?
It's like, shout out to women. I love them to bits, but they can't. Bruv, have you seen any of them housewife shows, bruv? None of the, bruv. Them housewife shows,
gets catty.
the whole thing is just about them and the reason why they don't like each other.
Yeah.
And then they all more or less end up beating the same guy anyway.
And this said that, and he said this, and she said that, and we're not friends but we're friends, and it's confusing shit. Anyway,
There's a lot of emotions flying around.
Cardi B did a fuckery.
She's
We
not
know
gonna
that.
get cancelled.
She's not going to get cancelled, and there's double standards
That's
in every
crazy
walk of
that
life.
they went at Ross like that, but then for Cardi B,
Yeah, man.
it's because she's too hot right now.
Nothing to do with that.
It's just that she's a woman.
Definitely,
American woman.
she's a woman.
Dun, dun.
It's really that simple. And there's who's come out? Is there anyone even come out and said they got robbed? Is there any?
Yeah, some guy said he got robbed. and
One.
He lost his iPod.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
fuck, that is bang out of order. How the fuck can people be taking your music like that?
The same music that was used to start the party.
Exactly.
Gone.
Oh, that's a disrespect. Cardi B
to that brother that got his fucking iPod taken. You're a prick.
Straight up.
Why did he not know that? What?
You got fully finessed.
Yeah.
And you should
There
know
you go.
better. You should know better not to take strippers back to
How
hotels.
embarrassing was that
after
phone call to the police? Hello, 999. Yep.
My
How can we help you?
serial number.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, I had my iPod taken.
It was
sir.
It was teal.
Yeah.
It was teal. You know the teal slimline
Yeah.
ones? It wasn't
Sir.
the big round one, and it was 128 gig.
Yeah. The ones where you can get the album photo come up. Yo, I still got mine at home. You know?
Bruv.
Yeah. I still
Why
got
would
mine.
you? Why would you even admit to the fact that you got moved?
Your iPod taken.
Why would you even admit to that you got moved to you admitted
Clout chasing,
you
innit?
admitted that you drew Cardi B from the strip club to a hotel and you got robbed. Come on,
I've had
sort your
I've
life
had
out.
interactions with a stripper. I've had interactions with a stripper before.
Okay, tell me more.
When was it? I think it was like my first trip to New York.
Yeah.
I was rolling with West, like Westwood. I called him West, but I was rolling with Westwood. We went to
With a Westwood. I was rolling with a Westwood. Sorry, go on.
Pew pew. Yeah, and we went. I think we went to New Jersey. That was my first. That's the side of the Philly. Yeah, and we went to a strip club.
Nice.
And I'll
going
never forget
down.
it. Yeah, I went to a strip club and I just remember I saw this woman who I thought was like the stripper version of J-Lo.
Really?
Puerto Rican.
Hot thing.
Hot. And yeah, we just kicked it. Obviously, she saw my bright big eyes. Like,
This was still my bright big what?
this was clearly
Bright big wood.
This was clearly green behind the ears, as they say. So like, just kicked it. We had a normal conversation. I was nervous as fuck because I'm in a strip club talking to this like glamazon looking
Glamazon. That's
woman.
a good word.
Yeah.
Hashtag Glamazon.
And we still talk to this day, but we just kept the link.
To this day.
To this day, we kept the link. And yeah, she invited me to her birthday party when I was in New York one time. It was a nice vibe. She's been on Love and Hip Hop.
Shit.
Yeah, but she's cool. But she never tried to finesse me ever, which was cool.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. I think she liked my smile.
Fucking
I don't know. We were just cool. I think I talked to her on a level.
Sake.
I talked to her on a level.
He's gullible, isn't he?
Bro. Johnny Wet Cups over there.
Bruv.
He smiled at me and I heard him whistle.
Bruv, what's happening?
I heard him whistle. I was like, that's high pitched. Dogs could hear that. Is you raggy?
Bruv, what the fuck is happening to Wendy Williams, man?
Oh, I thought. Yeah, okay.
Damn.
Have you seen her?
Dude, that was a 360 segue right
Have
there,
you
bro.
seen
Yeah,
her?
360 karma
Have you seen
segue.
her?
Have you tell me?
Have you seen her?
Bruv, Wendy Williams is dying.
Tweet.
But I am and I'm not happy about it.
I am,
She shakes with too much people's lives.
for one, thinking to myself, this is your karma, bitch.
I think she's had a lot more, and I think that's why she's so bitter and why she does what she does.
She goes every day on a TV show and
She's
gossips and disses a bag of celebrities. And
Everyone.
now, everybody.
She even goes at like Jay. She goes at
Bro,
Beyonce.
Method Man- Method
no
Man-
one.
Bro,
yeah,
Method Man
remember
had
he wanted to
a
murk her
he had a real beef with her,
because
like,
he talked about his wife.
who had cancer.
She had cancer.
And she was just going in and had no remorse. So all these things now she's been putting out into the ethos has come back, and now she's looking like a real fucking jankra.
50 Cent's having a field day with
She's looking like a real jankra. She looks like a real fucking. She looks retarded, fully. Like
What do you mean? She didn't look retarded before?
she no, bruv, she looks.
She looks like
bruv,
a
she looks-
terrapin.
She's lost weight.
She looks like a terrapin. You know the big eyes with no nose? I thought I had a small nose.
said she
I
looks
thought
like a
Michael
terrapin.
Jackson had a small nose, but her nose is just like,
Yeah.
what is that?
And she got big breasts, but her body's
Her body
dead.
is weird.
Have you
It's
seen
like
her
a
on the
po- it's
beach?
like it's like a
Have you seen
I
her?
don't wanna-
Her body is absolutely atrocious, bruv.
Bruv, it's
not-
like this mic stand
Yeah.
with two mics at the front, bruv.
Bruv,
It's weird.
Bruv, I don't understand how a black woman's got That
Are her breasts real? Because she was flat
no,
before.
she pumped them up.
Yeah, she got pump up, innit?
But she's going. I think she's going. So the show's cancelled right now. Wendy Williams. show.
Cancelled.
Well, who's running it? Who's there? Who's doing it?
True, yeah.
Who's doing it? Nick Cannon was doing like a few episodes,
yeah.
and some other chick was doing a couple episodes. But she's in rehab, bruv. Her husband's fucked the whole shit up.
Yeah, because apparently he was having an affair.
Apparently?
Yeah. He's got a youth.
Apparently.
Allegedly.
I
wasn't there.
So what I'm trying to say is, if it was not real, why the arse is she in rehab?
Yeah, it was peak.
She took off her ring. She put it on. She took it off again.
Which type of ring?
I don't know. Ooh, whatever fits.
When Wendy Williams is fully dying, and I really don't have no remorse for her. She needs to fucking change her whole fucking structure and the way she flexes.
No, but if she does, she won't have the same show.
No,
What's she gonna do? If she changes it, she'll be Oprah.
Bro,
let's not put that energy out there because, like,
Wendy Williams.
hopefully she recovers. And
Wendy Williams
hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully this is a wake up call to her.
yeah.
She comes back with a show and it's all like
Wholesome.
Yeah, a bit more wholesome.
Yeah,
but that crowd she has there is mainly all women, and then there's a couple guys in there, but those guys in there play for the other team, so they're like, hey, like all of that stuff.
They
you know what I mean?
clap hard.
They like the gossip,
Pause.
innit? They like the gossip. So, but yeah.
Yeah, so okay. Never kiss Beyonce.
Never
like
kiss
that
Beyonce.
again.
No wet
Don't
cupping.
disrespect my big brothers.
No
women
wet
like that,
cupping.
please.
No wet cupping. Don't kiss Beyonce like that ever again.
Ever again.
What's he doing, bruv?
But have you seen what his woman looks like?
Shake your
though?
hand. Shake her hand or
He
something,
kissed her
man.
twice.
And tried to
And
go
a
for the
little
lip.
bit near the corner of her. She looked so awkward.
And he was like, what you doing with your big...
Luckily, Jay never saw.
Why's your big face in my face?
Yeah.
Do you know me, yeah? I don't like that kind of... that familiarity with people I don't really fuck with. Like, all right, cool.
Wouldn't you kiss Beyonce twice?
Yeah, but that's his missus though, who he beats with. He got children, but Beyonce.
And his wood goes near that mouth.
Bruv, you say hello to Jay. You say hello to Jay.
Jay-Z's wood goes near her mat. I'm not kissing her, bruv.
You go,
I'll grab maybe one strand of her weave or, you know.
bruv. If you saw Beyonce and
Yeah.
Jay-Z, what would you do? Shake both of their hands, right?
I'll just keep it cool and just nod.
I try Spud Hove. I'm like, Hove.
I might not
greatest,
even
innit?
do
And then
that. I'll
Beyonce
just
would
be like,
Bruv, you spud it. You see the spud, yeah? You got to be careful with spudding people you don't really know.
Yeah, true.
When you spud someone you don't know, you might not actually get a spud back.
you might, that's what I'm saying.
It's a
Just nod.
spudding is one of them. It's one of them weird. You know the ones that spudding is like, yeah, my G. When you put your hand out, it's formal.
Yeah.
It's like a nice to meet you. It's above board. You could. It's a universal thing.
I'm not sure if I would want to.
What? Shake either one of their hands.
No, I just think, once if you build a meaningful relationship, if possible, then fine.
But if you're
If he put his hand out, I'll put my hand out. But otherwise, I'm just keeping it. Look,
yeah, but you're an actor. You've been on Power.
Yeah.
You're famous.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's famous.
Yeah.
You already know who each other is.
Yeah.
So when you approach them, it's not going to be. It will be. It will
get
be.
you from his perspective, but you was asking about me. So okay,
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
But me, I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna know my space and be like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, sweet.
My man.
So what is there anything else you lot want to talk about tonight?
I want to go home. No, I'm joking. This is what it
Is
is.
there anything we spoke about? Nips.
What man like Jesse doesn't get a little...
Fuck
Oh,
Jesse.
he's long, bruv.
Fuck Jesse, man.
Pause.
Jesse's a fucking arsehole
He's not.
who loves arseholes.
Jesse! Whoa.
Jesse's an arsehole who loves arseholes.
He loves hoes.
He definitely had someone bail. I think the situation with him is, all right, cool, don't do it again, slap on the wrist. They dropped the charges. I think there was all sorts of schisms involved in it. But really, if his name doesn't really come up again,
But they dropped the
I
charges.
never watched.
not to
I
say-
never saw Empire, and I really don't care who.
No, Empire's all right, a couple seasons, but they dropped the charges not
Up
because...
to the second season.
When was the season when Yaz was with Naomi Campbell? That season was dope.
Two.
But they didn't find him innocent, It was basically because he's got no records of like a violent history or anything like that, something like that. They just threw the case out. So it's not technically, it's not like they said, oh my gosh, he's innocent.
Yeah, no, because what? Yeah, he's not. They're not saying that he never did it.
Yeah, they're just
but they're just saying this is long.
history, yeah.
yeah, and it's just like we kind of got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Instead of taking your ass to court for bullshit. So fuck him. Also, R.I.P. Tech 9, the battle
Mad.
rapper.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Tech 9, the battle rapper.
What's going on with Man United right now, B?
Bruv, Wendy night.
In what way?
What happened?
Are they? How was? What did they play the other day?
Oh yeah, we got beat by Wolves 2-1.
They got beat by Wolves.
They got beat by.
They got beat by a wolf. Man United got beat by a wolf
Did you see this?
in the corner of a bush.
I take. You know, it's
What would
weird.
you take?
Football, it's where our football is, right? Because we should have beat them 4-0. We should have been up like 4-0.
Yeah.
Then we got
Served.
beat by an own goal,
Young got sent off.
and then you got but that was a dumb tackle, so I can't defend that. But
Was
then
it a straight red?
No.
No, it was the second yellow. But the what gave him the second yellow could have been a straight red.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones.
Anyway, it was so bad.
Yeah.
So that was just shag. But then it's like in the space of a week, 2 own goals have just like concluded a match. Like you guys,
Yeah.
that own goal,
Yeah.
you guys are 3 points.
Yeah.
And in our game, we didn't want to draw. We should have won. We didn't, and we lost to an own goal. It's crazy.
Bruv, what's that? Bruv, Jones is making you look like a banter club.
Well,
Was it Jones's fault?
Bruv,
no,
you
it's
see,
more-
bruv,
yeah,
That's
well,
what I thought.
bruv, you got to see this footage online with Jones, bruv.
His faces are the worst.
Bruv,
He makes
he's-
the worst faces
bruv,
ever.
I see Jones, yeah, bruv, and I'm like, this is never a Liverpool player. This could never be. Like, Liverpool have had clowns in their team, but Jones is really, really atrocious. Bruv, his face, when he went
Every
to ground,
time,
bruv,
he
I
always
was just
does a
like,
weird
Jones,
face.
you need to fuck.
Cartoon caricature.
Bruv, Man United fans must be saying, like, Jones, get the fuck off my team. You're fucking taking the piss.
Should've left Fred on.
Summertime, 4 or 5 players will be sold.
Absolutely. Are you all right? So we'll talk about this. Are you happy with Solskjaer
Solskjaer.
being
Yes.
manager? You're cool with that?
Yes.
So cool. So obviously now, I think what Man U need to do, like what Arsenal are doing, what Liverpool have done, is just stick with a manager and build a team.
Yeah, well, the thing is, obviously it was between him and Pochettino. We wanted Pochettino, but Gary Neville said something which I really resonated with, which is whichever manager we get moving forward, like any managers moving forward that come to United have to buy into the Manchester United ethos and not the other way around.
Right.
So your David Moyes, your Louis Van Gaals, your Mourinho's, they tried to come in and do
Their own
something
thing.
that follow
They said it's a
what I
pattern.
do, right? Whereas Solskjaer knows the club. He knows what it's like being in a peak pressure moment, how to handle it.
And
all those
performing.
things, and performing.
Yeah.
So, yes, the backroom staff that Solskjaer's got is a huge factor. And I think that's what's helped him as well. And the fact they've kept the band together is good.
Yeah.
So this summer is going to be a very interesting summer because apparently we're linked. I mean, it's just names thrown out there. We're linked to like Sancho. Probably won't get him, but it's nice to be linked to a player like that, a young.
Yeah.
Before it'd be Bell, but now we're like, we don't want Bell. He's too old. He's too injured. We want Sancho. Callum Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea. Apparently, we're looking at him.
I think a lot of teams are going to be looking at him.
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
think
like
he'll
to
stay at
take him.
Chelsea.
Nah, they're boying him off. Plus, he's black. So yeah, there's that. There's the Napoli defender,
Yeah.
Kabuli or whatever. Solid.
Koulibaly.
Sorry.
Apparently, bruv, he's expensive though.
So was Van Dijk, but look how that turned out. You have to pay for what you want, bro.
Bruv, imagine Koulibaly and Van Dijk in one team. Oh my god, no one's going.
What
no one's
happened?
scoring.
What happened
No
with
one's
that
scoring.
other brother? We can go back to the Prem and that, but what was that racist thing that happened with
Keane.
Bonucci and Keane?
That King for
Yeah.
Juventus, he scored the goal.
Yeah,
And they booed him.
Celebrate, and they started making a bunch of racist
I mean,
chants.
Italy, man. Italians are fucking racist.
Yeah, but then his own teammate, Bonucci, was like,
Pushed
it's
him.
a 50-50 thing. Like, he shouldn't have celebrated. He should celebrate with his teammates, and that wouldn't have happened.
Fuck Bonucci.
and
Like-
being professional. They said because he celebrated by himself, he wasn't being professional.
Oh, fuck them.
That is
Fuck.
deep.
Bruv, you know what, yeah? We see when it comes to this racism and black people in football, yeah? At the end of
There's not enough being done.
there's not enough people standing by their teammates, and so if you're in a team and you've got black players who are your teammates, if you're not standing by them, fuck you.
That means you're against them.
I don't give a fuck, man. All of you lot, if you're listening to this, all of you lot, suck yourselves and suck everybody that's around you, because at the end of the day, yeah, it's 2019 and black people are here to stay. We're not going nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere.
And we're good people and we fucking talented as shit. So if you're not gonna represent us and show us love, then fuck you, man. I don't really care. Like I see that Heskey's got a documentary out.
I sent it on the.
And
it was
it's
good.
interesting.
It
It was interesting.
Wicked little watch.
About what he was saying and
what he went through and all that.
And it's a similar narrative from day one. Like we're treated a certain way because of our color, and they do this and they make this noise, and it's like what's this? What happened last week?
Oh, with the England boys.
With England, like,
Yeah.
like
Was it Danny Rose and?
Yes, one thing after
Sterling,
another, and
Adoy, like
Harry
all the black
Kane,
players,
Harry Kane
yeah.
saying that he will walk the players off.
Yeah.
If that, all right, cool. I want to see you do it. Talk is cheap.
It's gonna happen again.
It needs to. I've said this all the time with racism, and especially with black people. If you're eating with white people, you're drinking with white people, you're sleeping with white people,
Breathing the same air as white people.
You've got white people around you who are your friends, so-called friends that played, who hang out with you. We need white people to stand by us and talk about the ramifications of fucking being racist, and stand by us, and then things will move forward. It's like all black people do is complain or put out documentaries or talk about our shit that's happening, and it just gets swept under the rug, and people are still throwing bananas in 2019 at players on the pitch. Aubameyang, it happened to this season, all that kind of shit. Like, cut the shit out.
All right, so do you agree? Rio said the other day, it's all good and dandy that we as black players in the community are coming together to stamp this shit out, but we need the famous, prominent, idolized type white players to come out and say something.
Absolutely.
We need a Bex to say something.
Absolutely.
We need a Messi, a Cristiano.
I say this all the time.
We need those type of guys to come together
I say this all the time. It's not going to be.
Yeah,
It's not
but
cool.
if you're not part of the solution,
It's not gonna. It's because at the end of the day, right? It's like this. We know not every white person is racist. We know that,
Facts.
and we've got friends and we've got family members who are white.
Yeah.
That's another.
Definitely.
That's another thing. But if there's not enough of them speaking out for us, because it's just making us look like just mad fucking disgruntled, when really we have
Moaning,
every right
yeah,
to
but we're
feel
meant
this
to forget
way.
about it now. Look how long we've been moaning for, man.
Yeah.
Can't we just forget about it?
No, because I want heads to roll, bruv. I want heads to roll all day. See this racism thing. I want heads to roll, especially in football. Cut it out.
Yeah, man.
Just cut the shit out. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Wrap it up.
All right.
It's not the usual day we record, actually, but you know, as me and Drizzy are gonna go see Drizzy
Tonight. I'm in tomorrow night.
Yeah.
we had to record on a Wednesday, so we're gonna put this episode out shortly. And I want to thank you lads for being a part of this episode once again.
Thank you.
Shout out to Dean.
Each and every
Big up.
time.
Show.
Big up,
Blessings
big up.
to you.
Show,
Hang tight,
Studio
Wesley
44,
West.
baby.
Hang tight, maintain.
Dan Nero.
Happy birthday,
Hang tight, Dan
maintain,
Nero.
man. See that picture I put up on the...
Oh,
on
happy
the- on the
birthday,
thing?
happy birthday. To
yeah.
maintain, he got his
man.
birthday.
Maintain. He said he was frass the other day. He went out and got real mash
And with
up.
that heat and rum.
Yeah, man. Maintain. I'm trying to get over to Uganda next year, 2020.
Yeah. Organise that.
Yeah, man. I'm getting this. I'm just getting his P right at the moment. But yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to Wifey.
Each and every time.
Yeah,
Big up.
all the people that listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
I want to shout out a few people because they constantly hit me and say they love the episodes and catch joke.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick Doe. I want to big up Nick Doe.
Big up Mick Doe. Go on.
He found last week's episode
Hardo.
Week before.
hilarious. Week before.
Last episode, yeah.
Shout out to JB. Shout out to Buck.
Yeah.
I want to shout out my cousin Ashley Morgan. I want to shout out Jedi. Big up to you. I want to big up Basden. One Love, Shine, big up. I want to shout out to Rissa. I want to shout out to AJ, my sister Sophie. Shout out to you, Bart.
Bart still a Bart?
Bart, shout out to Bart.
What's
yeah,
Bart
man.
saying?
Bart's blessed. And if I've missed you, don't worry. We do this all the time.
You meet
I'll
my
miss
bedroom
you.
tomorrow, Stephen. He loves the show.
Yeah,
man.
big up
Yeah,
Stephen.
Shanti,
Big up
he's a
to
big-
you.
he's a big-
And if
yeah.
and if you don't know, we do this every fortnight. We're on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and we're also on YouTube as well. So
YouTube, Podbeam.
check that
Yeah,
out.
like if you listen to the show and you like it, don't be afraid to share it with your peoples, man. Like, hey, yo,
Yeah,
I listened to
man.
this show that's talking about rum and wood and sex in the
Cups.
in the forest and that, and then this week is about wet cups and dripping and thing like that. Share it and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell your man.
Yeah,
Listen
man.
to the thing, innit?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So shout out to everyone locked in. It's a fast food podcast, episode 16.
16.
We'll be back again in a fortnight.
Yo.
We want to say thank you to everybody for the support. Blessings to Trim and Drizzy Freckles in the building. Dean, One Love. Fast Food Podcast signing out. Peace.
Peace.